Welcome back to my kitchen. If you are new here, my name is Kristine. It's the end of October. It's time to get out the crock pot. Today we are going to make a super delicious, cozy, comforting corn chowder. Come with me, let's get started. I'm just going to dump everything. This is one of those dump and go easy recipes. So first, I'm going to go in with some bacon fat. Next, I'm going to put in some butter. This is grass-fed butter from Costco. I love it, highly recommend it. No affiliation. So just roughly equal parts bacon fat and butter. Okay, I'm just going to set this off to the side. And as I cut up these ingredients, these vegetables, I'm just going to dump them into that crock pot. Starting with some onions. I would say this is the equivalent of one large onion. A couple of carrots. I think that was a total of 3 carrots, but don't hold me to it. Add as many carrots as you would like. There are no hard rules here, as I always say. Okay, so we have onions, carrots, and celery, otherwise known as the mirepoix. A great start to any recipe, in my opinion. Now I have some potatoes. These I prepped last night for another recipe that I did not end up using. So I'm just going to drain these and rinse them, and I might cut them a little bit smaller because I've been cutting everything small for this recipe to kind of match the size of corn. So I might cut these up a little bit smaller. And yeah, that's our next step. These are red skin potatoes that I peeled and chopped up, as you can see. This might take me a few minutes, but I think it's worth it. Okay, all the potatoes going in. Next, I'm adding in a poblano pepper. You could add whatever kind of peppers you like. If you are looking for an alternative to this poblano pepper, just use a little can of diced jalapenos or a little can of diced green chilies. Next, I'm just going to add in a bunch of garlic and some cumin, some fresh thyme that I pulled from my garden. Not all of this, of course, just a little bit. the star of the show, of course, the corn. This is my fresh corn that I cut off the cob and froze this summer, and I can link that video down below if you want to do that. I highly recommend it. It was so easy and so much fun. I'm adding about 4 cups of corn, but once again, there are no hard rules here. Do what you want. Oh, I need to cut up the meat. So I am going to add in some smoked sausage, not this entire package, just half of it. Okay, I used a little less than half of the sausage, but put in as much as you like. The last thing I'm adding is a bunch of cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, just skip this part. Okay. Now I'm adding in chicken stock. That was 8 cups. I'm not adding any salt because of the chicken stock. We can always adjust that later, but I am going to add pepper. And I'm just going to give this a little stir. Now let's get this cooking. And I will see you in a couple hours, and we will have a couple more ingredients to finish this off. Okay, I saw Becky from Acre Homestead do this, and I thought it was just genius. She took sour cream, put some in a bowl, let's call it half a cup or so, and then she just added in a couple tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Whisk that together, and that's your thickening agent right there. Beautiful. How simple is this? And the last thing we're going to need to add is a half block of cream cheese, which I happen to have on hand and need to use up, so that worked out perfectly. After I add in the sour cream and flour mixture as well as the cream cheese, I just get this really well combined and cook it for about another half an hour, and it just really gets it nice and thickened. And this recipe, you guys, if you like corn chowder, give this one a try. It is divine. I promise you are going to love it. If you're looking for a variation, you could also use chicken in this recipe instead of the smoked sausage. If I was going to do that, I would just add 2 chicken breasts and cook it for 6 to 8 hours on low. I serve this up in a bowl. I sprinkle cheese over the top, as well as some fresh cilantro and a little hit of lime juice, which just adds a nice pop of freshness and brightens it up. My friend, if you are looking for a cozy fall crockpot dinner, this corn chowder is a winner. Let's give this a try and see what we think. I also have some jasmine rice here because I love jasmine rice with almost anything these days, so I thought it would go well with this. I'm just going to try the corn chowder by itself first. Really, really good. Now I'm going to try it with some rice. That is a perfect combination. This is so good. Highly recommend this recipe. This is my husband's bowl. He put the rice directly on top. Let's see what he thinks. You're not on camera unless you want to be?
No.
Okay, so let's see what he thinks.
Oh yeah. You can tell it's made in the Crockpot too. Creamy, potatoey, good. Thumbs up, big time.
Yeah, I do love it too. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in my kitchen today. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Comment down below. Love to hear what you think about this recipe, or if you think you might give it a try. Subscribe, it's free. Can't wait to see you next time.